So today I'm going to film for you guys my most requested video, I think, of all of the years I've been on YouTube. And surprisingly enough, it's not a collection video. This is what I use in my professional makeup kit video. So I want to start by telling you guys, I generally carry two different types of makeup kits. Either I carry this one, and this is just a Lori Grenier traveling makeup case. It has two little pouches, and then it has all kinds of different compartments and stuff. So I will use this kit when I am working like a wedding or a specific photo shoot. I know exactly what look they're going for, and I can just pack this full of exactly the type of makeup that I need, and I don't need too much makeup because it's like I know exactly what I'm doing. So that's when I use this one. Now when I'm working a photo shoot or a fashion show and I'm doing multiple models and I need a lot of makeup, this is what goes with me. So this is the MAC Zuka bag. Just a regular Zuka bag that of course then MAC sells with their logo on it. If you don't know what a Zuka bag is, it is a really hard-shelled bag on wheels that you can roll around. It holds tons of stuff. It has this big huge inner compartment here. You guys can see like my arm can fit in there. And then basically it comes with pouches and you put them in here. I like using that one for fashion shows mainly because the hard case can be used to sit on. It's really great when you're doing makeup in a confined space. You can get your model to sit on that, do their makeup, and then they can go. It also comes with MAC pouches. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to really see this because it's unzipped, but this is what one of the pouches looks like. It comes with 4 of these. I've labeled them face, eyes, lips, and special effects. And what I'm going to show you guys today is if I were going to a fashion show, what I would be bringing with me. So it's a variety of different things. And that's what we're going to focus on today. I am going to be doing some tutorials coming up. I've lined up a couple models to actually let me film on them, which I think is going to be great. So I'm going to do a couple of bridal tutorials. And when I do those tutorials, I'll talk more about the makeup I use for specific fashion shows or specific bridal looks. But today's going to be a generic what I would take to a fashion show where I'm working on multiple models. So we're going to start with my face kit. And this is what it looks like. The only thing I would change about this particular face kit that I have right now is I want to get a Z palette for all my Tarte blushes. I have tons of Tarte blushes, like tons of them, and I really want to kind of have them all in one place. So that is the only thing I would change about this right now is I would get a Z palette for my Tarte blushes. But anyway, let's start with the basics. So my concealer, the only thing I use is my Dermacolor Camouflage System. This literally has every tone and shade of concealer you could ever possibly imagine using. What I love about this is, let's say I didn't have an exact match here, I could blend 2 of these together to create a perfect match for pretty much any skin tone. So that's the Dermacolor Camouflage System. For primers, I have 2 different ones. My favorite one for normal skin is the Inglot Under Makeup Base. This is amazing. It really creates a smooth texture to put makeup on top of. Now, if you have somebody who has oilier skin, I would recommend the MAC Mattifying. This really does matte out the skin, so anyone with oily skin, you know, this is amazing. You can mix this into the foundation, or you can use it as a straight primer. It's up to you, but I love this stuff. Now, for foundations, my holy grail foundation for other people's makeup is the L'Oreal True Match. I have it in a ton of different shades. Let's see if I can pull them out of here. There. I take them out of the glass bottles and I put them into these little plastic bottles that have little droppers on the top. I find that they're easier to use and I don't worry about them breaking. But I buy them in like several dark and several medium and several light shades, and then I just combine them by mixing them to create the perfect shade for each person. I also find the L'Oreal True Match is complementary on most skin types and tones. So that is why that is my holy grail go-to foundation. Then I have a face powder. This is just the NYX matte finishing powder in light to medium. I also have it in medium to dark, and a kabuki brush to use that on. The reason why I get my finishing powder in a color and not white is because I find white, especially when you use flash photography, you get that white overcast, and I hate the way that looks. Where if you use the color finishing powder, you won't get that as much. It does, you have to be careful because it can make makeup look cakey, but you don't get that horrible white washed face. Just kind of a fun little thing I throw in here. This is the MAC to the Beach Body Oil in Seaside. It is the lighter one. I will often, for summer and spring photo shoots, put this on the chest. It gives a really nice glow. You have to go easy with it because it is very shiny, but I love this stuff. Then for bronzers, I have Tarte's Park Avenue Princess, which is a little bit of a darker bronzer, and I really like it. And it has a little bit of a shimmer, but it's one of my favorites. And I have Stellar by Tarte. This is technically a blush, but I find it very brown, so I use it as a bronzer. This is my favorite MAC face kit. This has my favorite highlighter, which is Accentuate, my favorite contour color, which is Bone Beige. This is if you are light to medium skin toned, I would use Bone Beige. And then my 4 most favorite blushes for all different skin tones. The pink, which is Pink Swoon, is good for pretty much any skin tone, but mostly, you know, medium to dark. Frankly Scarlet is definitely a dark skin tone blush. Margin, which is up here, is beautiful on light skin, and Plum Foolery is a beautiful color on all skin tones. So this is like my go-to face palette. I use it all the time. And then I carry a whole selection of Tarte blushes in here. I have a ton of them. Blushing Bride, Charisma, Tipsy, and then a bunch of smaller size ones that I've gotten in different kits that I have. I love Tarte blushes. I think they're beautiful. They look great in photographs. So that is my entire face kit. On to the eye kit. So eyes, I carry a lot of bases. I have a couple kind of more neutral Milani ones. I love these. They don't crease. They're amazing. So the Milani Shadow Eyes 12-Hour Wear, I love them. I have a couple of the NYX Jumbo Shadows, and these ones I bring mostly in like brighter colors. So I've got a blue, a purple, a green. These are great for basing out bright colored eyeshadows. Then for paint pots, Painterly goes everywhere with me. This is just a beautiful kind of like nudie color, great for all eyes. I have a Makeup Forever in number 13. This is my favorite cream, Aqua Cream eyeshadow. It is so shiny. It's beautiful for an inner corner highlight. I love this one. And I have 2 from Benefit. I have RSVP, which is a more creamy neutral color, and I have Skinny Jeans, which is a really nice like silvery pewter color. I only carry 1 loose eyeshadow on me, and it's because it's my favorite. This is Iced Latte from the L'Oreal Infallible line. This is a beautiful inner corner highlight. Sometimes I'll even use it as a cheekbone highlight if I want a huge glow. I love this one. So yeah, Iced Latte, beautiful. Then for other eyeshadows, I carry a matte quad. This is Floof, Satin Taupe, Cranberry, and Mythology. These are 4 of my favorite colors from MAC. I'm not going to talk too much about all the colors because that would take forever. But then I have one of my MAC neutral palettes. This, I just kind of keep a varying shade range in here. This is one of the new Pro palettes. I love these open window ones. And I always carry 1 Inglot palette. These are very heavy, so I don't carry them all. But generally the one I'll take if I'm working on a lot of different faces is this one. It's the Rainbow palette. Because each eyeshadow has 3 different colors, you really like have every color you could ever need right here. So I really love this one. This one goes a lot of places with me. Then for liner, I carry all different types of liner. Some colored, black, white, brown, some nude, just everything for liner. 2 Tarte Amazonian Clay Brow Mousses in medium brown and taupe. So that is everything that's in my eye kit. Now on to mascaras and tools. I keep mascaras and tools in a little side pouch like this. An eyelash curler, everybody needs this. And tweezers always. Oh, and brow scissors. I always bring brow scissors just in case somebody's got like longer brow hairs. You can trim them with these. I actually carry 5 mascaras, but one of them is a bottom lash, so it doesn't really count. But I carry Essence Go Big Lash. This is one of my favorites for volumizing. Maybelline Lash Stiletto, waterproof. This, amazing. Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. This L'Oreal Telescopic I carry, but I don't really use because I find the formula, this one works really well with that little ball, and I don't have any little ball disposable wands, so I don't really use that one. And then my go-to is my Maybelline Falsies Volume Express. This is my favorite Every Person mascara. I love this one. And then the bottom lash is Maybelline Lash Discovery. Most of you guys already know, but that's just tiny, tiny little wand. Great for under lashes. But this one's a pain in the butt because I clean it every single time because the wand is what makes it so good. So I clean the wand every time. So I find I go through tubes of these often because the stuff inside dries up because I'm constantly cleaning the brush. I carry a second pouch that looks like this because this holds all my dirty brushes. So after I use a brush on somebody, I throw it in here so I don't use it on anybody else. And I'm not going to go through my brushes in this video just because I'm going to do a whole my favorite makeup brushes video separately. But this is where I store the dirty ones when they are dirty. Alright, lips pouch. And actually this is not very big. I think you guys are going to be kind of surprised by this. So my lip pouch, number 1 is the lip conditioner. Lip conditioner from MAC. It's amazing. I love this stuff. I have a tube for me and a tube for my kit. I love this stuff. I also like the Kors lip butter in the scent Jasmine. This is just the really light pink one. I sometimes will find that I put the lip conditioner on before I start anyone's makeup so that their lips have time to soak in, and then I wipe it off right before I apply their lipstick. Lip pencils, I'm not really going to go into them. They're pretty much almost all MAC, I think, if they're not all MAC. I love MAC lip pencils. I have all the different types, but these are just some different colors. Some nudes, some pinks, some oranges, and some reds. And then a whole bunch of OCC lip tars. I'll just quickly talk about some of my favorites. This is Stalker, one of my favorites, beautiful red. This is Strumpet, which is a nice, really like berry color. This is Queen. Queen is a beautiful hot pink. Cha Cha, which I just talked about in my Rocking My Orange Lips video. And then a couple nudes. I think this is Interlace and this is Hush. So, you know, just a different variety of lip tars. I love using lip tars at fashion shows because they give you that really nice glossy look and they stay and they don't bleed and it's a quick look and they're easy to change, so I like them. And then I have all of my MAC lipstick. I melt down almost all of my MAC lipsticks because it's way easier to carry 6 of these and get all the different colors than carry, you know, all the tubes of MAC lipstick. So I have kind of like a more red tube. I have a more pinky purple tube. I have a nude tube. I have a orangey and coral tube. I have a like more hot pink and like brighter purples. And a kind of like my favorites are in here. Hue, Cream Cup, Snob, Chatterbox, and Vegas Gold. These are some of my favorites, so I keep them in there. And the last thing is just a clear NYX lip gloss. And the reason why I bring a clear one with me is because you can put this over any lipstick to give it a glossy look. So that's why it's always clear in here. I don't really carry a ton of colored lip gloss because I just don't see a point. You can put clear over any colored lipstick and create the same effect. Last but not least, we have some tools. Now, if I'm working on a TV set, this is generally the bag I take with me, mainly because in between takes, you just want like powder and your few touch-up items. This slides right over my hand. I can work right out of it. And when I was working on Urban Rush, this was awesome. This saved my life. Now, my brush belt is from Sigma. It's pink. Nothing really to talk about, but I always carry a brush belt on me. I don't always wear it. Normally, it's laid down on the counter in front of me, but I always have one. A white towel. This is so important. And people say, why white? Because it gets so dirty. The reason why you put white on is because when you have color on top of white, it's the pure shade of the color. If you had a brown towel and you put your eyeshadows on, it wouldn't be exactly the right color. And I don't know, white to me looks clean, so I always have a white towel to put all of my stuff on. And last thing that's in here is this pouch, and this pouch is full of everything, literally. It has Q-tips, it has sponges, it has my mascara wands at the very bottom, mascara wands, it has just some little cotton pads. Everything goes in here. This is like my replaceable toolkit, I call this, and I always carry this one on me no matter what I'm doing because you never know when you're going to need these things. The last thing I'm going to show you guys is inside the MAC Zuka. There are 2 pouches on the door here, and in the bottom pouch I just keep my business cards in case I need to give them to somebody or somebody wants to see one. I always carry them in my bag. And then I have the Canadian Red Cross medical kit. I love this. This has Band-Aids, it has an ice pack, it has something for flushing, it has gloves. You never know when somebody's going to get hurt or something's going to happen, and it's always smart to have something like this on you. In the top pouch, I keep Vaseline and Beauty So Clean spray. I normally also have a Carmex in here, and that's what I keep in the top pouch. You just never know when you're going to need those things on set. Trust me, it happens. I also always carry a little can of hairspray. I just finished mine, so I have to buy another one. A little comb, a razor, and a little thing of shaving cream. And I'll tell you why. Do you know how many sets I've worked on where it's a bikini photo shoot and they haven't shaved their bikini line? Yeah. So important to make sure that you're always prepared. The one thing I learned in school, the best trick I learned in school was the more prepared you are, the more people will call you back because they'll be like, remember that makeup artist who had all that stuff? They will bring you back because you are the makeup artist who's always prepared, and that's definitely been my own personal experience. So I hope this video was helpful. Went through a lot of stuff really quickly. I will be doing my favorites brush video next, so stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching and have a fantastic day. Bye guys.